Good evening, everyone. I guess I'm acting mayor or whatever you want to call it for this evening. My name is Brent Anderson. I'm going to call this meeting to order at 7 o'clock. We have an agenda in front of us. Is there any additions to the agenda?
Mr. Acting Mayor, no, the administration has no additions.
Councilors? No. Can I have a motion to pass it then, please?
I'll make that motion.
All in favor? Carried. We have a public presentation from Sergeant Burns this afternoon. Are you ready to go?
Yes, sir, I am. My apologies, I just got this out this morning. I was supposed to get it out last Friday. I never got a chance to get it over here, and I was down in Padua today. It's just the minutes or our call log, basically, for February 2022. Calls were down a little bit. It's been pretty quiet, knock on wood. We're not complaining. I don't have very much for you guys. I mean, you guys have the stats there. If you have any questions for me, I'm open for questions. I know we talked a little bit about the town hall next week for the
Next Wednesday?
yeah. I think it's going to be on Facebook, is it? Or?
Yeah, it'll be broadcast.
It'll be broadcast, yeah.
Do the council meetings, yeah.
So I'll have a couple of guys here all year, and then there'll be a couple of other guys here, and a couple of members. Next week, we're working on our APP for next year, setting it up again and finishing up the fourth quarter. And I'm open for anything you guys have on the table on that as well. But other than that, I haven't been here the last couple of months. I had a death in the family back east, so I was back east for a bit. So I think Sam was here one time, or Jason was here, I believe, last month. And he didn't really have anything for me on that, but I mean, as I said, I'm open for anything if you guys have any questions for me.
Councilor Welke has
Just one question here.
Yes, sir.
I'm assuming is the border open to the Northwest Territories now?
I don't know.
Oh,
To be honest with you, I know it's open for I don't know if it's open for tourism.
Oh, okay. Just wondering if that leads to any anticipation on some of that criminal activity that might flow
It'll
flow
probably
to the north.
It'll probably pick up when it
Oh,
does.
okay.
Yeah, for sure. We've had a couple changes in staff too. Pat White transferred to BC. We have a cadet here in his place now. Kaylee McDonald is her name. She's from Red Deer. She's here with her partner, and he's working at Northern Services. He had a job before she started working here, so they like it. They plan on staying a while. Hopefully everything will work out. I don't know if you're aware or not, but Dan Mills is due out this summer. He's going to be going down the road to Hinton. So we've got a hiring package out internally to see if there's any lateral interest to come here, and if not, it's going to be a promotional package that's put out nationwide, basically. We'll see from there, but that probably won't be filled until later this summer.
If there's no other questions for Sergeant Burns, I guess we can let you off the hook.
Well, I'm never too far away, so if you need me,
Just thanks for coming and
just holler. Thank
giving
you.
this presentation to us.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. See you later.
The minutes are out from last council meeting. I think everybody should have had a chance to read it. Is there any errors or omissions?
I'll move the minutes.
Moved by Boyd. All in favor?
Favor.
Carried. Could I get a motion for the delegation's business, the RCMP report, please?
I can make that motion.
I can, oh,
Made by Jan, Councillor Welke. All in favor? Carried. Mayor's report, so we'll get on to those. I have not seen a mayor's report.
Unfortunately, I do not have a report. I will include it with my next week's report.
Very good. Do we need a motion then?
No,
Because there was one?
We'll just note that it's postponed.
Okay, councilors' reports, all started out. So on March 3rd, I attended a high-level Transportation Society meeting. We re-elected our board at that meeting, which hasn't changed. A little update is that we now have 3 qualified drivers, which is going to ease a little bit of stress on the one that we had, but still looking for more. And the van is getting a fairly good usage. On March 8th and March 9th both, I attended the strategic planning seminar that we had here at the town hall. Very good meetings and progression through what's going to happen. I think in my case, I'm glad that we did it that way, because I think it would have been a lot harder to put something together on our own. So that's all I have to report. Councillor Welke.
On March 1st, I had a Northwest FASD Society Board meeting and governance meeting. On March 2nd, I attended the tail end of a Zoom on the Northern Corridor engagement session, which don't have a whole lot to report except that it wasn't too well attended. They're going to try to have another one. I think there was only about 4 or 5 people on the line for that, but just very, very interesting, that initiative to open up transportation and utility corridors throughout the north of Canada. Seems to be moving forward a bit. On March 10th, I also attended the strategic planning session, but with senior administration, not with council. And echo Brent's words, it looks like, you know, we made the right choice, getting some help doing this, and it was good to identify a lot of areas where we want to focus on for the next 4 years. So excited to do more work in that area, and that's all I have to report.
Deputy Mayor Langford, do you have something?
Yes, on March 8th and 9th, I also attended the 2-day strategic planning workshop in council chambers with our consultant CMR. And then yesterday, March 13th, and today, March 14th, attended the elected officials education program training, also for strategic planning.
Any questions? Councillor Dwyer.
On March 8th and 9th, I attended the strategic planning seminar at council chambers as well. And also on the 13th and 14th, I attended the EOEP education session on strategic planning as well.
Councillor Lambert.
On March 8th and 9th, I also attended the strategic planning with CMR. It was really productive. Definitely excited for the next 4 years we have in store. I encourage everyone else to go, residents to fill out the survey and give us some feedback and see what you want for our future as well. Other than that, I have nothing else to report.
Any questions for anyone? Then can I have a council committee reports motion, please?
I can make that motion.
Motion made by Councillor Welke. All in favor? Carried. So we'll move on now to administration reports. questions or?
Mr. Acting Mayor, the council action list is provided in your package, if council has any questions.
Any questions from council? Can I have a motion for information, please?
I'll make that motion.
Councillor Lambert, all in favor? Carried. We have the up and coming events list. Looks busy, but not a whole lot of dates on a lot of it. So I guess unless we have some questions from council to do with that, we'll move on to the monthly report to council.
Mr. Acting Mayor, the narrative report is included. If council has any questions, administration will be happy to answer.
Any questions from council?
Not for me.
Can I have a motion then to accept those two for,
I'll move.
moved by Deputy Mayor Langford. All in favor?
Favor.
New business.
Information.
Mr. Acting Mayor, there is no attachment there. It's just the item on the agenda. Administration just wanted to let the council know that our assessor will be in High Level to meet with council and with the public on April the 11th. We'll schedule a meeting with council from 5:30 to 6:30 with supper included, and then they will be holding an open house in room 110 through the main doors from 6:30 to 8 o'clock that night. So we'll get some more information out to the public on making appointments or asking questions and get that all set up for April. We just wanted to let you guys know so we can get it in your calendar.
Any questions from council on that? So that's just,
Move it for information.
Motion to accept it as
yeah,
information.
all right.
I'll do that.
Councillor Welke, all in favor? Carried. Correspondence for information, any questions or concerns on 15.1, 15.2? Can I have a motion to accept for information, please?
I'll make the motion.
I'll make the motion.
A motion from Councillor Lambert. All in favor? Carried. So I guess that brings us to the end of this council meeting tonight. Thanks for the public for attending, and can I get a motion to adjourn, please?
Motion to go to camera.
Or motion, yeah, okay, motion to go in camera.
Make the motion to go in camera.
Councillor
Dwyer?
Dwyer, all in favor? Carried.